This is a HeadGum podcast.
Oh, yeah. Welcome to A Funny Feeling Podcast. I'm Betsy Sidaro.
And I'm Marcy Jarrow. This is a podcast where comedians tell us their paranormal experiences, and we listen to yours as well.
Oh, yeah. And if you have one of these paranormal experiences that you want to share with us, please email it to us at funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com.
Now get cozy.
And prepare yourself to be scared silly.
This is a Funny Feeling podcast.
Here we go.
Wow.
Ooh, wah, ah, ah.
We do that so often.
It's the funniest
it's just
song.
Really fun.
It's a very funny sound and song.
Guys, hi. It's the end of the month, and we're doing our monthly
Listener stories. That's right. This is the episode that stars you guys, the listeners, where we listen and read your stories that you've sent in.
Yeah, we're going to read your shot.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, Doug.
Thank you so much for sending them in. Keep them coming. We love them. We love to read them.
It's truly a dream. So if you have a story like this, you can send it to us. You can either email us or you can send us a voicemail at funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com.
Yeah, you can.
All right, let's dive in.
Fucking get into this. I'm excited to get scared.
Let's spook our pants. Okay.
Woo, spook our pants.
Jersey Devil things.
Oh my God.
Hi, Marcy and Betsy. Honestly, she said hi, Betsy and Marcy, and I just read it as my name first.
Whoa, dude.
I think that's really meaningful psychologically.
Dude. Whoa,
Damn,
dude.
I'm a narcissist.
Holy shit.
Holy shit, guys.
Holy shit, Marcy.
I'm a bad dude.
That's bad.
Hi, Betsy and Marcy. Fixed it.
Thank you.
First of all, sorry this email is late to the party. Hey, whenever you guys...
Hey, the party's always happening.
Yeah, honestly, I'm reading this a year and a half after you sent it. So sorry about that.
We're getting through them.
We're getting through them.
They're great.
I just recently got into the podcast after hearing Marcy on a few other podcasts, so I'm listening my way through it.
Nice.
But I figure I had to reach out and let you guys know that my husband swears up and down that he saw the Jersey Devil in the wild.
Oh, shit.
My husband and I have been together for 9 years, married for 1.5, and we were both writers, both born and raised in New Jersey. We met at journalism school and both took really crappy jobs in news and reporting out of college.
Yeah.
Him at the South Jersey-based newspaper and I at a South Jersey-based magazine. While working at the magazine, my editor wanted to do a Halloween article on the Jersey Devil and asked us to put out a call to find anyone who's seen him.
Fun.
That is very fun. That's like the only time of year your job was fun, I'm sure.
Yeah, right? That sounds great.
I posted something online and my boyfriend at the time, called me and said, way too matter-of-factly, I've seen the Jersey Devil.
Oh my God.
This was weird.
What?
Yeah,
I feel like...
That's first date talk.
Yes.
Impress me.
Scream that
Charm
immediately.
me.
Scream it out of the window of your car to strangers.
Yeah, right as you're about to kiss me, just say, I've seen the Jersey
I see the
Devil.
Jersey Devil.
So this was weird, particularly for him. My husband is not a fan of the paranormal or even the mildly spooky. He really just doesn't seem interested at all. So when he told me flat out that he saw the Jersey Devil, I honestly brushed it off because I thought he was joking or something. It was only until we had no other responses for Jersey Devil sightings that I pressed him. My husband was at a school-sponsored camping trip in the Pine Barrens at a camp called, not fucking with you, this is real, Mount Misery.
No, my God. Jersey.
What?
You just go right for it. I love it.
Mount Misery.
Welcome to Mount Misery.
Someone had to climb up that mountain in the rain, and they're like, it's Mount Misery. I hate it.
This sucks. This sucks. My fucking socks are soaked. And that sucks.
I'm calling it Mount Misery. Fuck this place.
Mount Misery. I hate it.
He was walking on the trail with friends when they saw it out in the corner of the woods. He says the back end looked like a deer, but the shoulders were broad with what looked like wings tucked in its sides.
No,
and
my
it had
God.
a tapered face with a stout nose or snout.
Ew.
Honestly, I really didn't believe him, and we didn't talk much about it. Growing up in New Jersey, so many people have their Jersey Devil sightings that they talk about, and every time you hear it, the description of what it looks like is so out of left field that you know it's bullshit.
Oh,
so
my God.
when my husband told me his, I kind of just thought, right, so you saw a deer, and moved on from it. It wasn't until you guys read your description on the podcast that I got a little bit of that funny feeling, because your description is so similar to his.
Oh, shit.
He's such a matter-of-fact guy that I don't know why he'd make this
Yeah.
up at all. So maybe I just need to do a little more digging. I took a trip to where the Leeds house was originally located. Fun fact, it's right by the Ocean Spray cranberry bogs.
Awesome.
That is awesome. And didn't see much. Really, though, my biggest fear in the Pine Barrens is that I'll end up lost there in the middle of nowhere because it's really dense. And as soon as you drive into it, you lose all cell service.
Oh, God, that's scary.
No, thanks. That was where the mob used to complete a lot of their...
Complete.
That's where the mob used to complete a lot of their hits back in during Prohibition.
I bet.
So I'm sure there's some really restless spirits in those woods. Anyway, I love the podcast, and you two make me laugh so much. My friends and I are always seeking out past life readings now that we've heard so much about them from your show. Thanks for your work, Erica.
Thank you.
I think that is so funny.
Whoa.
Sorry it took me years to read it, but so funny that her husband was like, I saw the Jersey Devil.
Yeah.
And she was like looking for anyone, and she's like, I don't believe you.
Yeah. And then finally Nova's like, all right, tell me your story.
I love it that that he didn't even mind that she didn't believe him.
Yeah.
He's like, whatever.
That's so wild.
Literally wild.
At Mount Misery. Taking a bunch of kids to a camp on Mount Misery is so funny.
I mean,
that's a fucking Simpsons joke.
is-
I gotta blow my nose. I'm back.
She blew her nose.
I blew my nose, guys. It's okay. That's so, and I love that she heard our podcast and was like, fuck. That's the exact way he described.
Uh-oh.
Oh my God. New Jersey's, we gotta go to New Jersey.
Yeah.
It seems nuts.
We just got to go up and down all the streets and just keep, like, just top to bottom,
Yeah.
all of New Jersey.
Yeah, this is weird.
Is that weird?
Is this weird? Is this scary?
All right, Betsy, you got one
I
for
got one.
Marcy?
I got one for you.
Give it, Timmy.
Hello, ladies. I have a kind of long ghost story for you that occurred over a 2-day period. Ooh.
Multi-day.
Back in 97, I was in college up in Boston, and as we know, Boston can be a spooky old town. Hell yeah. Anyway, my then girlfriend and I had broken up because I did something dumb, not cheating, and I was doing what I could to get her back. Oh my goodness. It's a Saturday night, and she let me take her out dancing at a really popular club. After the club, we went back to her house to find out that her roommates went home for the weekend. Oh,
hell yeah.
She let me stay over, but I had to sleep on the couch. I started to fall asleep when I feel someone lightly put their hand on my chest while whispering my name in my ear.
And they're like, now it's happening. It's on. Girlfriend's coming back.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I felt their breath on my cheek. I jumped up and ran into my girlfriend's room and dove into her bed. Needless to say, when she woke up in the morning, she was pissed that I was in bed with her while I'm still on punishment.
Punishment.
Oh my God. I told her what happened, but I don't think she believed me, even though her and her roommates have several unexplained experiences.
Well, then what's up?
That is a funny thing. Like, hey, babe, a ghost. I better sleep in here with you.
Uh-oh.
I better also take my shirt off because the ghost loves it.
Flex. Ghosts are so afraid of my
her and
muscles.
her roommates also had unexplained experiences. Okay, we go out for brunch, and after we pass a Catholic church, and since it was between masses, I wanted to go say a few prayers. After I finished praying, we were about to leave when an older priest walked up to us and asked jokingly if we were there to be married, to which she said no with a serious attitude. The priest said to her that I was sorry and would be on my best behavior from now on, and she should give me another chance.
Okay.
We thanked him and left. A few days later, we went back to the church because I wanted to make a donation. We met a young priest this time and told him the story, and when we finished, he showed us a picture and asked if it was him. He went on to tell us that the priest that the priest in the picture was dead and had been for several years, but is rumored to return when couples are having problems, and we weren't the first ones to have seen him.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. We got back together, and I'd love to say that we got married, but we only stayed together for a few more months. That's one of my encounters with the paranormal, and I hope you guys liked it. Thanks, Anthony. Anthony!
Wow.
That is so fucking spooky.
That is so... I just was like, yeah, talk to a priest. Priest
Me
too nosy.
too. I did not see that
Priest
coming.
too nosy.
That blew my fucking mind.
That's really...
And just that the young priest was kind of ready to be like, okay, I have this picture. Is this the dude you saw? Because this shit's been happening.
Also, wouldn't it be funny if that young priest was like, I just took a picture of the old priest because he's so old and I say he's dead.
He's sitting in the
He's
confessional.
like, yeah, he's been dead for years.
Yeah, he's been dead for years.
I wish he would die. Such a drag.
Whoa, that was
That is
awesome,
really
Anthony.
crazy.
Holy shit.
I do love the line of being like, "Who's a ghost in your living room?"
I know, yeah, that works every time.
Oh, baby.
For anybody, if you
Oh,
want to get
baby, there's a
laid, say there's
ghost.
a ghost in the living room. You gotta sleep in the bed.
All right.
Okay, give me one, Mossy.
This one's entitled Ghost Story.
Yes, Scooby-Doo.
Hey, Betsy and Marcy.
Hello.
My friend just recommended your podcast yesterday, and I've been listening all day while I was at work, and I'm already a huge fan. I love this shiznit.
Oh, yeah.
Thank
you.
you. I have loads of creepy stories, but I have a couple in mind that I'd love to share.
Yes.
I also lived in Denver for about 12 years and love the story of Chesman Park.
Yeah, that place is crazy.
So if you haven't shared why Chesman Park itself is haunted or all the crazy stories about the Stanley Hotel, I highly recommend those. I don't know. Chesman or Cheeseman?
I think Cheeseman.
Cheeseman, that makes sense. There's two E's. Okay. So also, I'll start with the shorter of the two. I moved to Colorado with the intention to attend Johnson & Wales and become a professional banker. I dropped out and just became an eater instead.
Yeah.
But whatever. My story starts when I had just moved to Colorado. I moved with my boyfriend, and we found our place online, knowing nothing about the neighborhood, just that the rent was decent and the apartment was close to my school.
Perfect.
The place was a block south of Colfax Avenue in Aurora, notorious for no-tell motels,
Yeah.
drug deals, and prostitutes.
It really
Is
is.
that a real dodgy part of town?
Yeah, and that's kind of like growing up was kind of like the joke, like Colfax.
Colfax. Ew.
That's where, shit goes down.
That's where shit gets real. My boyfriend and I were newly, quote unquote, in love and decided that it would be cute to take a bath together. Two chubby people in a cheap ass tub means about an inch of water.
Yeah,
but
that's
we didn't
tough.
care.
You're just like, the faucet's just digging in
I
your
don't
back.
know that I love anyone enough to bathe with them. Their filth all around me. No
Nasty.
thanks. So we're chilling in the tub, and my BF asked if I know who lived in the apartment before we did. I didn't know, but he was curious if somebody had died there. He said that he just had this feeling that we weren't alone.
Whoa.
I mentioned that I did feel like there was a male presence, and once it felt like someone was standing in the doorway to our bedroom, but when I looked, nobody was there. As we finish this bit of the conversation, out of nowhere, the radio turns on and is playing Motley Crue Shout at the Devil.
Oh my God.
The opening part that just goes, shout,
Shout,
shout, shout at... Wait,
Shout at the devil.
I don't know that song. I just was trying.
Oh my God.
We freak.
Yeah.
My radio was
I'd have jumped out of the window to my death. I can't do this.
It's better than that.
Yeah.
My radio was a combination CD player and radio. I have no clue how it turned on or what station it was tuned to.
Oh my God.
The next week, my BF asked the landlord about our apartment. Come to find out, our place used to be the old landlord's place. He died in the bathtub one night and wasn't found for at least a week.
No, my God.
We never bathed together in that apartment again.
Yeah, no fucking way.
Jeez.
Oh my
God.
I feel like, don't they have to tell you?
Well, they only have to tell you
if it's within a certain amount of time.
Yeah, like if like someone died here, the last person died here.
Okay.
But and then if it's they only have to tell like the next person, I believe, though.
Whoa.
They don't have to tell you if anyone ever died there.
Oh my
Because
God.
honestly, someone dies everywhere.
Stop, Marcy. Nuh-uh.
Someone dies
Whoa,
everywhere.
that's so spooky.
I also love that they never took a bath together again.
Yeah, I would not. No, I mean, we can't. We cannot.
Ooh.
That's it.
Okay, so second story.
Oh, great. Okay.
I was visiting my family, some family in northern Utah, and took a weekend trip to visit a friend in southern Utah. My brother was deployed and his wife was going out of town, but said I could crash at their house even though I'd be there alone. It was an older house, but the inside had been remodeled and was really cute and cozy.
Nice.
That evening, I decided to kill time surfing the internet and play solitaire on the computer. As I sat there playing, I kept hearing this strange hissing noise every few minutes.
Oh.
I couldn't place it at first. It was freaking me out until I realized it was one of those automated air fresheners that pumps out scents every minute or so.
I've been in like offices or so where I hear them like, what the fuck? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what
Also,
the fuck?
Unnecessary to pump out a scent.
Necessary.
Unless
Just
you got a real bad farter.
light a candle or fucking open a window.
Yeah.
Come on.
Or just like breathe plain air.
Yes.
Plain air.
Okay.
Felt better, but I was kind of on edge after that.
Yeah.
The internet was acting very finicky.
That's
going
spooky as
in
shit.
and out every few minutes. It was really slow, but I had nothing else to do, so I just dealt with it. Then, even as the internet's still acting up, the ceiling lights start flickering and the window fan would slow down and speed up. I was already on edge.
That just like made my heart hurt. Oh,
You
God.
gotta get that checked.
I do. I swear it was that, not all the pizza I've been eating.
I was already on edge, so this just added to my anxiety. I decided to just go to bed because everything is better in the morning. That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
That night I had a dream. I dreamt I was staying at my brother's house, but his wife was explaining to me that the house was haunted.
Oh my God.
In my dream, we were trying to just be cautious and not anger the ghosts. We were also trying to kill a big ass spider. In actual life, my sister-in-law had warned about wolf spiders, so I think that's where that came from.
Uh-huh.
So in the dream, I was in the guest room and see a spider. I try to smash it on the floor with a broom and make a loud banging noise. That's all I remember of the dream. When I wake up in the morning, I walk into the kitchen and make coffee, and the side entry door is wide open. I assume it blew open in the night, and that explains
that
a loud.
doesn't happen.
And that explains a loud bang in my dream, but not how the door blew open. When I know for a fact that I shut the door and locked it with a bolt lock.
Jesus Christ, no.
No. When I see my sister-in-law, tell her about the lights flickering, the fan, the internet, and the door, she just responds by saying it was the former owner. He loved playing tricks on people. He was the man who did all the renovations on the house. Was really proud of the work he'd put in and wanted me to notice. He was also still very emotionally tied to the house, and that's why he was still hanging out. I think he also wanted to make sure whoever lived there took good care of it. Well, I for sure noticed something while I was there. I noticed I can maintain control of my bladder when scary shit happens.
That's a good thing to learn.
Those are my stories for now.
Whoa.
Thanks for reading, and I hope they gave you even a couple goosebumps. Andi.
They absolutely did, Andy. I got the chills left and right.
Wow,
and
wow,
also,
wow,
don't
wow.
you feel sister-in-law should say something
Well, that's
before?
that is the...
Or is that the thing where it's like, well, I don't want to tell you because I don't want you to be freaking out, but like,
That is
to
the
then just
thing.
be like,
It's
well,
like,
that's the former owner. He loves to play tricks. Where it's like, fucking, why didn't you tell me?
yes. But if you tell someone a house is haunted, like, let's say, like, if a house is haunted, it doesn't necessarily have a haunting every single damn day.
True.
And so if you tell someone the house is haunted, then they're scared for no reason, possibly.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like saying that, like, if you've had, I don't know, like, if you have a friend come over and you've had a dog that's had a seizure before, but you don't want to be like, the dogs could have a seizure. Like, what are you talking about?
That's true. Okay.
I don't know why dog seizure was my go-to.
Hey, you made your point, and it worked on me.
I'm just saying, unless someone asks if there's a ghost, you don't need to tell them.
You don't need to tell them. You
Right?
just need them to get scared as shit.
Yeah.
If it happens.
Yes, that's what you need.
You need it. Okay, those were good.
Yeah.
Oof.
Give me one.
I got some for you. This is the subject is ghosts in Staten Island, as if it wasn't the worst place already. Hello, Betsy and Marcy. First of all, I have to gush a bit about my love for your podcast. Oh, okay.
Thank you.
I'm constantly harassing my friends to listen to it because I find it so fun.
Thank you even
I'm
more.
going to be super sad when I'm all caught up on past episodes and have to wait for the new ones. I know.
We'll have more.
We'll have more. Don't worry. And thank you so much. Anyway, I have a lot of stories of my own to share, which I may do at another time. But at first, I wanted to send you some on behalf of a good friend of mine. Cool. And send us yours.
Yes.
First off, this woman is just like constantly under fire from ghosts. I don't know what it is about her, but her current house is haunted and her childhood home as well.
Oh.
Whoa. Okay. I had to pop my ears. Something's up. I stayed in her current house one weekend and I could only sleep one night because I just drank to oblivion to avoid being so scared.
Oh, no.
Oh, shit. Her dog chases unseen objects down the hallway and is constantly staring at nothing down the hallway or being scared to go upstairs.
Oh, no.
That is, oh, God.
That's too scary.
Oh, I hate that. She and her husband
Poor dog.
Poor pup. She and her husband often feel a presence in the bathroom.
No.
And see shadows while they're in the shower or hear heavy footsteps running down the hallway.
What the
Fuck that.
fuck?
And she wrote, freaky. Yeah, that's fucking freaky as shit.
No.
Oh my God.
Betsy's
This
upset.
is really fucking me up. In addition to habitating.
Cohabitating?
Yeah, that's how you say it?
Cohabitating.
Cohabitating. Whoa. In addition to cohabitating with, I don't know if I've ever said that.
Cohabitating?
Yeah. So saying it out loud blew my mind. In addition to cohabitating with a ghost, she also worked at like the most haunted and scary place ever. If they took American Horror Story Asylum and turned that space at the end of the season into an office building, that was her situation.
Whoa.
Oh my God. She used to have a government job on the campus of what was once the Willowbrook State School. Ugh. If you are unfamiliar with Willowbrook, it was like a residential school for children with developmental delays. I added a link below to the space. The picture where you see lines of baby cribs is where her cubicle was.
Ew.
Freaky.
No.
That is freaky. Basically, Willowbrook was like this horrible place where horrible people did horrible things to special needs children.
Oh, Jesus.
Fuck. My God. So every day she goes to work and weird things happen. She was often the first to arrive in the morning, and most days all the water faucets in the bathrooms were running. She would come back from a meeting and every drawer in her filing cabinet would be fully open without her having left them that way.
No.
This is fucking insane.
Awesome.
This is messing me up, man.
Unfair to have a haunted workworkplace.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, you already don't want to go to work.
Sucks.
Oh, shoot, my thing moved. Okay. She tried to go to the bathroom once, and when she opened the door, it slammed in her face. And when she looked in again, no one was in there. Totally freaky.
Yes,
You're right. It's totally
absolutely.
freaky. Not to mention that this campus was also where the serial killer known as Cropsey worked.
Yes.
Andre Rand.
Oh
my
my God.
She said that's fucked up. I was wondering. I was like, I feel I've heard of Willowbrook.
Yes.
She said you could sometimes see. She said you could sometimes see broken down cribs and wheelchairs in the woods.
I've seen,
which just adds a little something extra to the scariness. That is horrifying.
Have you seen Cropsey?
Yeah, that documentary.
Yeah.
I
It's
have.
like you see a lot of that stuff in
It's so spooky.
Ugh.
Jesus Christ. I thought it would also be interesting to listen to more ghost stories about Willowbrook State School, as it has a ton of spooky happenings. We need to do that.
Yeah.
We need to talk about that. Love the podcast. Lots. Keep up the awesome job. Michelle, thank you. That truly shook me to my core.
Creepy.
Oh my God, that's so scary.
But truly, like, being like, my work is haunted.
What a bummer.
Not fair.
What a bummer.
Not fair.
And like, God, let me just go to the bathroom during work because that's a little break for me.
Yeah.
Remember working like office jobs and being like, oh, yes, I have to go to the bathroom.
Remember. Do it currently.
Oh, yeah, but that's a fun one.
Just kidding, bosses.
That's a fun.
Well, every now and then you're like, I just need a little break. I'm going to go pee in the bathroom.
I need to walk around.
And sit down on the toilet for a bit.
Turley. Sit on the turley for a little bit.
Turley. All right.
Wow, that was great. Oh, my God. These are so good.
I'm going to give you one now, too.
Fucking do it. Bring it on.
Cosmic Romance in New Orleans.
Oh, I like the sound of this.
3 years ago on Mother's Day, I was working at a restaurant in New Orleans. Now, I gotta tell you, spooky folks, if someone had told me this had happened to them before I experienced it myself, I would not believe it. Anyway,
okay.
I'm standing at the front of the restaurant. On a side note, wish I knew what restaurant.
I know, I do too. I'm so curious.
Okay. Anyway, I'm standing at the front of the restaurant and this guy walks in. I remember the light was streaming through the glass doors in the front. And when he got close enough to where I could see his face, I felt something I didn't know a person could feel. It was like my husband from 100 years ago was suddenly standing in front of me. He walked straight up to me and said, "Did you just feel that?"
What?
I was living with I got chills too. I was living with a boyfriend at the time and not wanting to betray him, coupled with feeling vulnerable with this happening at work. I don't remember what I said, but it amounted to no. Whenever I looked over at him, he was looking at me.
What?
The feeling I felt was insane, and the fact that he seemingly felt it was double insane.
Oh my God.
I tried to find him via misconnections with no luck.
Oh
Anyway,
my God.
This is the story of my greatest regret in life.
Oh no.
It was like the universe gave me the coolest gift and I threw it away due to probably mostly insecurity.
Oh.
If this ever happens to you, I hope you remember this and be brave in that moment. It's nuts, but the stuff is real. Also, if you fuck it up, you'll regret it forever. LOL.
Oh my God. This is like a Sandra Bullock movie from the 90s.
I really wanted, Serena, I
Mike,
wanted
I
you
hope-
to fall in love with
I
him.
hope the man is listening as well, and we can connect you through this podcast.
If you
If
years
you're
ago
that
on Mother's Day
dude-
went to a restaurant and saw the love of your life,
and felt it, asked her if she felt it,
yes,
hit us up.
I will email Serena and tell her that
Yeah.
her lover is
Oh
out there.
my
But
God.
you got to describe her though, that way she'll know.
Yeah.
You can't just be like, yeah, that was me.
Yeah, that was me, dude.
I'm lonely and looking for love.
Looking for love, baby. That is, oh my gosh.
really-
How wild to feel that. Have you ever felt love like that, Marcy?
I definitely have like seen someone and was like like had that kind of like gut punch of like,
oh yeah,
this is someone for me.
Oh yeah, okay.
And then like we did like have like a romance and stuff, but
really
it didn't work out long run. And really, honestly, like, God, it's a story for my therapist, because it confused me for a long time to be like, wait, you can feel that way and it's not forever love.
Oh shit,
because you know when you're young, because this happened in college, but like you are like, oh, all the rom-coms are real.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
I still believe it.
Oh, it's gonna happen.
I still believe it.
Should we take a little quick break?
Yeah, let's take a break.
All right.
We have to take a break.
We are back.
We're back from that break.
We're
back from that break. Okay, Marcy, you ready?
I'm so ready. God, I'm still upset about Serena.
Oh, I know. It's going to happen, Serena. Don't worry. Okay. Dear Marcy and Betsy. Wait, what is this one? Anecdotes from Indiana. Okay. Dear Marcy and Betsy, I've been listening to your podcast ever since Betsy mentioned it during her appearance on Doughboys and really enjoyed it. Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
It's perfect for getting in this Halloween spirit, and I like being able to hear your reactions while listening to the stories from listeners. Cool, man. While I haven't had a full-on encounter with a ghost, there have been a couple of little experiences that are spooky. I used to get sleep paralysis a lot in college, but it would only happen if I napped during the day or in a car. Oh. Whoa, I've never heard of
really
that.
Weird.
That's wild.
Maybe because you were very tired, though. Like,
yeah. If you're, I've had those days where it's like in a car, it's like I gotta fucking sleep for a little bit. It hasn't happened for a while, but once after moving into a new apartment, it did happen, and I can remember hearing what sounded like radio static and someone whispering very closely in my ear.
Ew.
Oh, I couldn't make out what they were saying. Nasty. That's awful. It was like the sensation of something being very close, but the sound was coming from far away. That's awful. Thankfully, this has only happened once. I grew up in a small town in central Indiana where there is a lot of dark history connected to the Klan. There is an old road close to my house that people called Screaming Hollow Road. Jesus Christ with these names. Screaming Hollow Road because it passes through a creepy forest and old farmland that is rumored to have been a Klan field. Ugh. There's an old bridge back there that they say people were lynched from, and a lot of people claim to hear disembodied screams in the forest. So it is called the Screaming Bridge. Oh, fuck, that's spooky.
People are bad.
When my brother and I were little, my parents would have a mischievous streak. My parents, who have a mischievous streak, would sometimes drive us back there to scare us. Parents are wild and funny.
It's very funny to like scare your child because then you have to deal with it after.
Yeah, you have to deal with it. But I remember my parents would scare us, and it was so fun. But it was just like
every fall, or not every fall, but every now and then we would have like a bonfire weenie roast.
Yeah,
and they would tell us like urban legends and scary
That's
stories.
That's so fun.
It was fun.
Okay, so they drive us back there to scare us. It was a backwoods road, and when low-hanging branches would scrape the top of the car, my mom would say it was the toenails of hanged corpses scraping the roof.
Mom, that's fucking dark.
At age 8, that was maybe just a little traumatizing.
That's so
dark. My God. I used to work at a nonprofit history organization in southern Indiana whose office was an old pre-Civil War house that was haunted. The people who built it were abolitionist farmers, so it's thought to have been a stop for the Underground Railroad. It has a creepy murder basement with a secret room under the kitchen that has been boarded up.
Ooh, yeah, baby,
man.
baby.
Ooh. They often have ghost hunting demonstrations at this house, and people say there's sometimes a sudden really strong smell of flowers upstairs, though I have never experienced this. My coworker claims to have seen a shape passing between rooms out of the corner of her eye, and there were a few times when I was the only one working in the house and would find the basement door open, even though it was closed and locked at all times. Shit, that basement is so spooky.
Also, basements are already
They're already terrifying.
No.
And then to have it be like, oh, this is like a very scary murder basement and shit's opening that door. Fuck that. Huh. Okay. Finally, my mom told me about an encounter she had with a peeping Tom that isn't supernatural, but might as well be because it's the creepiest thing I've ever heard. Oh my God. I might get a few of these details wrong because she only wanted to tell it to me once. She grew up in Northwest Indiana, close to Chicago, and when she was 16, she says at night she thought she could hear someone outside her bedroom window.
Oh my God.
Ew. It was winter, and in the morning they found footprints in the snow leading up to her window. Jesus Christ. That's so scary. So she started sleeping in her parents' room, but began hearing noises outside that window as well.
Oh my God.
She was so scared she couldn't move and didn't know how the peeping Tom could tell she had changed rooms.
Oh my God.
One morning she was taking a shower and could hear someone on the roof, Marcy. On the roof.
So horrifying.
This is awful. There was a row of smoked glass windows close to the ceiling, and she could make out the silhouette of someone's head upside down, like they were laying across the roof and hanging over to look in.
Oh my God. Wait, how come all these times 911 was never called? Okay, sorry.
I'm pretty certain her parents notified the police, but not much was done. It was the early 70s, and maybe incidents like this weren't taken as seriously. Someone kept coming to her window, and she could hear the person moving around behind the curtains, but she was too scared to move and never looked. Finally, one evening, by accident, she walked into her room, opened the curtains, and the person was standing right there. She doesn't remember his face or expression, just his purple coat. She screamed and ran into her parents' room and was so frightened she started throwing up.
Oh my God.
Later, she told me she suspected she knew who it was and that the police did catch him, but she has never slept well ever since, especially if she isn't in a bedroom on the second floor. I don't remember why she decided to tell me this story, but it's something I've never been able to forget.
Oh my God.
Oh, shit.
Like 40, 50 years of fuck that guy.
Fuck that piece of shit in a purple coat.
Also, like, I really do. Is it email over?
No, not yet. Anyway, thank you for producing such an enjoyable podcast. I'm sure you have a lot of suggestions for the pre-guest segment, but if you need some material, I'd like to suggest The Witch's Castle in Utica, Indiana, because it is just plain creepy on its own, but was also part of an actual murder. I would also love to hear your take on the 2016 creepy clown sightings. I remember when they reported it on NPR. Thanks for reading, Nicholas. Nicholas, thank you so much. Fuck.
Okay.
So scary.
The scary stuff is scary, but then the peeping Tom stuff. Let me tell you. So my neighbor had a peeping Tom.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And it was... I was out of town because she texted me, like, she was like, are you guys home?
Oh my God.
Like, but she like came home. She would notoriously always just immediately take off her pants and like walk around in a tank top and underwear.
I get it.
Like a scary movie.
I change as soon as I get home.
Yeah, but she would just be like, like drop down to like 3/4 nude. And this, like, she like looked out the window and there was a man standing there. So she started screaming, and then he like didn't move, and then he like tried to push the window in.
No.
And then she ran outside to confront him, and he was like running down the block. She's also like she's over 6 foot tall, so she was like a very athletic lady. And then like she started screaming, and she's like, he was just at the end of the street like laughing at her, and then neighbors came over, and like it took 2 hours for cops to come, and they're like, well, you know, what are you gonna do? But what my point is that like that's how like the East area rapists, that's how all those people get started, by being like peeping Toms
and being like, oh, nobody's stopping me, so then I'm gonna take the next step.
Yeah, it like escalates and escalates because like normal, cool, chill people aren't peeping.
No.
And if you have, email us and tell us.
Yeah, tell us about the time you've been a peeping Tom,
and how chill and cool you are now.
And how chill and cool you are now. God, that is so scary.
So scary. It made
Holy shit.
I also am so mad that I'm mad at the 70s, her parents, the police.
Oh, poor thing. Oh my God.
Ugh.
Woof, dude. Ugh.
All right.
Okay.
Cryptid sighting /
what?
falling in love with ghost movies.
Oh, nice.
Hi, Marcy. Hi, Betsy. I love your podcast so much.
Thank you.
I have a weird story. This happened about 8 years ago. I was a camp counselor at this camp way out in the middle of the redwoods in Northern California.
Whoa.
Outside of a super small farm town called Pescadero. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Pescadero. I was on break one day and went on a hike with another girl. We stopped in this meadow that was surrounded by forested hills, and we could see really far out into the woods.
Beautiful.
Probably about 5 miles from us, all of a sudden we saw... probably about 5 miles from us, all of a sudden we saw this creature in the distance. It was definitely not a deer, but it was walking on all 4 legs.
No.
It almost looked like a giant boar. It had what looked like tusk, but it was huge.
What?
This thing was pretty far away from us, but we could still see it probably at least 6 feet long. It was a brownish black color and moved slowly. Then it stopped and stayed still for 5 minutes. I swear it saw us and was looking at us. I guess it might have been a mountain lion. I have no idea what it was, but it was fucking giant and freaked us both out. We watched it crawling / walking, and then it disappeared into the trees.
Yuck.
When we went back to camp and told a few people, and no one had a clue what it could be, since there was not really mountain lions or wild boars that lived in the redwoods where we were. Pretty freaky. Also,
ew.
Talking about dating a ghost reminded me of a few awesome movies you might want to check out. The Ghost and Mrs. Muir, 1947.
Okay.
Blythe Spirit,
oh, I've read that play.
And of course, the classic Just Like Heaven, where Mark Ruffalo falls in love with ghost hottie Reese Witherspoon.
Oh, shit.
But she's actually just in a coma, I guess. Oh, spoiler. I don't know what that movie is ridiculous, but it got Mark Ruffalo in the shower, so good shit.
I'm there for it.
Oh, one more thing. There's a documentary on Netflix called Bigfoot from 1997, and it's so funny and great. It starts out with this dude playing a full drum kit in the woods because he thinks drums attract Bigfoot. It's hilarious and great. Love you guys.
Oh my God. I want to watch all of that. Robyn, thank you.
Oh
what the fuck did you see in those woods?
What the fuck did Robyn see in those woods?
The description is so creepy. Of like crawling, walking. Like, what do you think? It couldn't be an elk. They would have known if it was a big deer.
Right. And like, I know in like Northern California, I don't think we have wild boars, but like in like on the East Coast and in like the like mountains and stuff, like they have giant hogs.
Really?
Like giant
huge hogs?
It's because like hogs that like got away from like factory farming and then started like mating with boars, and then they're just these giant like like literal ton weighing hogs.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Like mutated and like just being giant in the forest and then reproducing and stuff.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Whoa.
But that's not here though.
Yeah. Maybe one traveled cross country.
Like they can be the size of like rhinos, basically.
Really?
I think I
That's
could be
huge.
lying a lot.
Marcy, are you making? I know. When she was describing, I was like, "This sounds kind of like a rhino."
I know. Maybe you saw a rhino.
Were you at a zoo?
Oh, you were
at a zoo. You
Robyn,
goof.
you were at a zoo. It wasn't the woods. That's what you could see so far.
It was the zoo.
Oh,
Come
God.
on,
That's freaky.
That's so scary.
I don't know what I would do. I guess I would try to get out of the woods so I don't get killed by it.
Yeah, I don't know what I would do either. I would be very glad somebody else saw it.
Yes.
Because on my own, I'm like, oh no, I'm off my rocker now.
I'm crazy.
I fell off my rocker. That's so spooky. Should we do another one?
Yeah, we got some time.
Nice. Okay. Subject line: paranormal stories.
Fun.
Yeah. Okay. Hi, I just discovered your podcast today and I love it. Humor plus paranormal things is like the perfect combination.
Yay!
Yeah. Thank you. I have 2 stories to share. My ghost story happened to me 9 years ago when I was managing an apartment complex in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I lived alone on the 3rd floor, which was the top floor of a standard, boring 1970s apartment building. I've always had issues sleeping through the night and woke up that night sometime probably around 3 or 4 a.m. My closet had those sliding doors and one side was open.
Uh-oh.
Oh no. I saw an old man who was tall, skinny, and had long gray hair take a huge step out of my closet.
Fuck.
His arms were straight forward like a zombie and he was staring straight ahead. He never looked at me.
God.
He just took one step forward and floated up through my ceiling and was gone.
What
the
fuck?
I hate that.
That's
Ew. Okay, that's so nasty. Okay, I've heard some skeptics say this could have just been sleep paralysis, but I never had the sensation of, whoa, I'm awake now after I had the vision and everything looked exactly as my bedroom normally did. I was lying awake and I saw a flash of light in my living room. A computer monitor I had hooked up on my laptop in the other room flashed on, but my laptop was shut. It was odd because the monitor only switched on if the laptop was open. I quickly unplugged my computer and monitor and I was pretty freaked out. But I will say that I never felt like I was in danger and this ghost didn't even seem to notice I was there. The word from the apartment rental company I worked for was that a man had committed suicide in the apartment below me several years ago. I never kept my closet doors open again.
Neither would
Fuck that.
Neither would I.
Holy shit. That is so fucking spooky.
Oh.
I've never heard anything like that. God. Okay. My second story isn't a ghost story, but it came about from having a Reiki session. That's how you say it, right? Reiki? Yep. In 2013, I was very stuck in my life. My job was terrible. My dating life was depressing. I had a ton of anxiety. So I decided to try a Reiki session. I'm a very intuitive person and pretty open to spiritual things, so I thought, why not? During the session, I started having visions about being led through a forest, and I saw several animals. I wrote all of these down in my journal so I wouldn't forget them. At the end of my vision, I met an anthropomorphic polar bear who was dressed like an old-timey pilot.
Oh, my God.
Like goggles on his head and a leather jacket / scarf. I love this so much.
Oh, my
That
God.
is so cute. He was super fun and took me out flying and we went on trips together. I love this so much. He danced with me and hugged me and it felt so warm and comforting that I actually thought this might be a spirit animal for my future husband. Years went by and last summer I moved to another city for a job. I was on Bumble at the time and matched with a guy who had just moved to the same town temporarily for training as a pilot. I met him out for a drink and he was wearing a shirt with a bear on it. Not a polar bear, but a brown bear. I didn't even remember the Reiki vision until maybe 4 months into our relationship. And I almost didn't believe it until I looked it up in my journal.
Oh my God.
Cut to October 2018. We just got married 2 weeks ago. That's awesome. Hope you guys enjoyed the stories.
Oh my
I'm
God.
subscribing to your podcast, Allison. Oh my God, Allison. Both incredible.
Yes.
Incredibly spooky, and the other one incredibly wonderful.
Yes, a polar bear husband.
You got a polar bear? Does he love Coca-Cola? Oh, my God.
Does he eat seals?
Oh, I love that so much.
Me too.
Congrats on your marriage and your wedding. That is so exciting. I'm glad you figured everything out.
What a good one. What a good one.
That made me scared and then so happy.
What's the best of both worlds?
That's life, man. Be a little scared and then be very happy.
Be a little scared. Be
Oh
very
my
happy.
God, that's incredible.
All right, let me do one more.
Yes.
Okay, it's a shorty. So, hi, ladies. Love the podcast. I have a few spooky stories for you. About 5 months before I was born, my great-grandmother passed away. Fast forward to when I'm about 3 or 4, my mom and I were in a store, and a woman walked by who resembled my deceased great-grandmother, who died before I was born.
Wow.
Per my mother, I said, Mom, look, that lady looks like Grandma Mabel. My mom was very confused because I had apparently not ever seen a picture of her, but I knew what she looked like. My mom asked me how I knew what she looked like, and apparently I said, we used to hang out. So
I got chills.
So did we hang out in the spirit world after she passed, but before I was born? Maybe.
Oh, my God.
I think so.
Yeah.
That grandmother was like,
Absolutely.
all right. They were on the same plane.
Oh, my God. I love that.
That's so cool. Right, separate story.
Yes. Oh, my God. That's so wild.
My grandpa passed away on my 25th birthday. For a while after he passed, every time my fiance at the time would kiss, we would feel this electric shock. We laughed it off. Our chemistry is so electric.
Yeah, right?
It went on for so long. Then I remembered a lot of spirits come forth through electricity. So part of me wonders if it was just my grandpa fucking with us because he was kind of a jokester.
I'm gonna zap you.
Love you guys. Keep it up, Jessica.
Wow.
Do you think her grandpa was cock blocking?
Oh, my God. I think they were just on a very sparkly carpet wearing socks running around.
Were they biting into certs?
Oh, yeah, right. Remember that? And what else?
If you bite
Pop
into a
rocks
cert
at night, you could see them or something?
Oh, I don't know about pop rocks. But if you bite into a certs in the dark,
sparks?
sometimes you see a spark.
Yeah, right?
I don't know if that's true or not. I think it is.
It better be. Do you remember? This is now. Do you remember Banaka?
Yeah,
the breath spray. And remember how, like, in high school, people would be like, if you, like, spray enough of it under your tongue, you'll get drunk.
Because it has alcohol in it. I'm sure that's true if you sprayed, like, 100 of them.
100 of those bottles. You'd be like, it feels like I took a shot now.
Yeah, well, I'm tired, my finger hurts, and I'm drunk.
And my mouth is on fire because it's cinnamon flavored.
Well, not my favorite.
Whoa.
I also really just like that story about your great grandmother.
Yes.
We used to hang out.
I love that. And just as a kid, just being so like, oh yeah, we've hung out before. Like just having nothing scary about it. Just kind of like, this is what it's like.
But on the other side, your mom being like, what the fuck's wrong with my kid?
Grandma. Yeah, my kid.
My kid's a creep.
My kid's a creep. That was great.
That was great.
Should I do one more?
Oh yeah, let's do it.
Do we have time?
We got time, yeah.
Okay, great. Okay, great. Here we go. Marcy and Betsy. Hi. I finally finished all of the available episodes of A Funny Feeling. I love it so much.
Woo!
Thank you. I'm a little sad I don't have any more to binge listen, but happy I can now listen to new eps weekly.
Yeah.
I first found it when I was looking for a podcast Clea Duvall did, and your episode with her popped up too.
Oh, yeah.
She's the coolest. I had to listen and became hooked. Oh, cool. I only listen to comedy podcasts and was wanting to find a paranormal one, and you were it. Thank you.
Woo!
I kept a list in my phone's notepad for things I wanted to mention in an email to you once I caught up. Warning, nothing is that great / worth being on the podcast, but I want to tell you anyway.
Perfect.
We'll be the judges of that. We'll be the judges of that.
We'll see.
We'll see. Okay, the most paranormal-like thing that happened to me is a crazy number of coincidences, but of course I don't remember most of them, and when I started to document them, they stopped happening as often. I will tell the story of the one that will stick with me forever, and since you mentioned my favorite murder on the pod, I know you might appreciate this a little more. I know my girlfriend at the time. I told my girlfriend at the time about the murderer. Sorry, I read that crazy. About the murderer I went to elementary school with, Sarah Kolb. She moved away after 5th grade and murdered a girl when we were 16 or 17 and drove the body to my hometown where I was living at the time and tried to burn her and dismember her. Tried to burn her and dismembered her. She did. She actually murdered her on my 17th birthday. So I tell my girlfriend this story, and a couple of days later, we go to her friend's place so I can meet her friend and we hang out. My girlfriend tells me to tell her friend the story because it's so crazy. I tell her, and then we sit down to play cards and want some background noise. Since I had just told this story, we were like, let's turn on a true crime show for background noise.
Right.
We turned on Snapped. I love Snapped so much.
Very good.
And aren't really paying attention when I swear I hear the name of a town near me. I start paying attention and we're like, this sounds really familiar. And then Sarah's picture comes on the screen.
Oh my God.
And we screamed and we couldn't believe it. Whoa.
I gotta look up Sarah Kolb.
And Snapped. We didn't read the info. We had no idea that it was that episode. I didn't even know Snapped had done an episode on the murder. Of course, we stopped playing cards and finished watching the episode. It's still something I think about all the times. I mean, what are the chances? That is so fucking nuts. That's knuckin' futz, dude. That's crazy. Fun fact about my time with Sarah Kolb, if you decide to look up more about her / the murder, my main memory is playing tag with her at recess in 5th grade, and she would get mad so easily.
Yeah, she's a psycho. She's a psycho.
Holy shit. Her temper is what I remember most. My best friend's mom later told her that in 4th grade she had to go talk to her teacher because Sarah was choking her at school. My friend has no memory of it. I just thought you might like those details. Wow. Holy shit. Okay. Anyway, well, this is so nuts,
good.
and we gotta watch that Snapped episode.
Yes.
Anyway, when I was under 10, I do remember hanging out at my friend's house in the middle of the country and playing with her Ouija board.
No.
I remember it moving, but I don't remember anything else. We were also obsessed with the movie Now and Then, so we tried to do a seance in her giant walk-in closet with her older sister and her sister's friend. I don't remember who we were trying to contact, but I do remember the candle flickering and we all screamed. That's so funny.
Normal candle activity.
Oh God, it's flickering. One weird thing I remember happening when I was also under 10, my brother moved out when I was 10. So that's an easy way for me to remember, LOL, was when I would go near or in my closet, I would hear like whispering voices in my head having a conversation.
No.
What? I remember thinking I was crazy and I just tried to make it stop. And it would. It only happened 2 to 3 times, and now I kind of wish I would have explored it more. Oh, I've never actually told anyone about it, so congrats for being the first. Thank you. Thanks for telling us. You talk about past lives a lot on the podcast, and for a while I swore I was murdered as a small child in a past life because I had the biggest fear of being murdered when I was little. Also, because you're friends with a murderer,
yeah,
dude.
you just knew that you had a murderer in your midst.
I could not fall asleep because I thought someone was going to shoot me through my window, and I had to sleep on my parents' floor in order to sleep. It was pretty bad. Of course, now I realized I was watching horror movies and unsolved mysteries at a stupid young age, under 10, LOL. Hey, I hear ya. I still have this. I'm working it out on therapy. Have a big fear of getting poisoned to death.
Oh.
Did I tell you that?
No.
Yeah, like when I was little, I wouldn't eat my trick-or-treat candy. And I was so scared.
Do you know
of
that
getting
wasn't
poisoned
really
to
even
death.
a thing?
Yeah, I don't think so.
It was sort of like an urban legend.
Yeah.
Like there was like tainted aspirin that somehow got people conflated that with like poison.
Did you hear my favorite murder on the aspirin
think so.
one? It's a wild story. But yeah, I had, and I still like to this day, if I leave an open bottle of water in my car, I won't or a open beverage, I won't drink it.
Well, that's just
Is that good?
hygienic, I think, too.
Oh, I just have a fear that somebody opens my car even though it's locked and then poisons me. It's okay. I'm figuring it out. Okay. So watching a lot of Unsolved Mysteries, Stupid Age. So that may have more to do with it rather than a past life, but you never know. Okay. Bloody Mary.
She has so many stories.
I know, this is great. Bloody Mary. I remember, I think in high school, getting so scared because I couldn't stop saying it in my head. Not even out loud, and I thought for sure she could still hear me and would be coming to kill me in my sleep. This was only a couple of days thing, but it fucked up my sleep. I also grew up Catholic, and I just had to say that I chose Lucy as my confirmation name because I liked to write Lucy in cursive. LOL, that's very funny. Lucy, so can you pick, is Lucy a saint?
She must be.
Is there a Lucy saint?
Must be. I don't, then there's so many I couldn't tell you
I mean, there is. Okay. I was so happy when you mentioned Psychic Kids. I love that show. Have you?
I talked about it. With Chip Coffee. Oh no, there's a devil in here.
I love that show, and I'm so sad there aren't more seasons, especially because it seems like they really help those kids.
Oh.
A recent guest mentioned streetlights going out around her, and that also happens to me. Enough for me to notice. I just like to think it's my dad saying hi. Probably. Someone posted about it in the Murderino Paranormal Facebook group, and a lot of people experience it.
Oh.
I also work for the electric company. Sorry, that made me laugh. Of lights and whatever.
Yeah.
And I know they don't have motion sensors.
Oh.
I've gone to see a medium/clairvoyant do live shows, but I've never had a reading, and she didn't read me during the show. I could tell by people's reactions that she wasn't a fake. Her name's Lisa Williams, and she had a show on Lifetime back in the day. Her show actually helped me a lot in dealing with my dad getting early onset Alzheimer's
Oh my gosh.
and dying when I was 21. It might hurt me too much to find out if she's a fake, LOL. Oh my God. If you have any stories about her in particular, I'd love to hear them. I know a lot of times you don't name the psychic/mediums on the show. I'm finally to the bottom of my list on my phone. The last thing I have is to mention that I miss your reactions when you play listener stories.
Well.
But I understand why you stopped including them. Betsy's ew and gross reactions make me laugh so hard.
She gives us plenty of them every
Don't
episode.
worry, I give you some oohs and yuckies, and that's nasty. Ew. Thank you so much for the podcast. Whenever I see a post in a Facebook group asking for recommendations, I always mention you. Thank you so much. We really appreciate that. Sorry this is so long and all over the place. Can't wait for more. Love Shmoo. It's my nickname that almost everyone calls me. Shmoo!
Shmoo!
Thanks Shmoo for that.
Thank you.
Hey, they were great stories. What are you talking about?
These are great. Also, I just want to do a little follow-up.
On Sarah Kolb?
Just because...
We gotta watch that Snapped episode.
She was a self-identified juggalette.
Like a lady juggalo.
And her boyfriend, I assume boyfriend, he was a juggalo. And let's see, her boyfriend Corey Gregory. Oh wait, Sarah's friend Corey Gregory and boyfriend Sean McKittrick. Sarah threatened to kill Adrian. Adrian, the murder victim, is this woman Adrian Reynolds. So these two juggalos and juggaloettes. Let's see, they went for lunch at Taco Bell.
Oh no!
And on the
way,
way,
her and the girl she killed.
So Sarah invited Adrian to join her, Corey, and Sean for lunch at Taco Bell.
I'm so sad.
What's juggalos and Taco Bell? All your favorite things. You're sitting here with a white and black face paint. So
what?
On the way there, Sarah and Adrian reportedly began fighting. In the parking lot, Corey held Adrian down while Sarah strangled her with a belt and beat her with a wooden handle.
In the Taco Bell parking lot?
I don't know if it was in the Taco Bell parking lot, but...
oh my God.
And they tried to burn her with gasoline. Well, I don't need the gruesome...
And then they dismembered her.
Okay, so then... they did dismember her. Then The 3 teenagers ate lunch at McDonald's
Wait, what?
and then later disposed of the garbage bag that she was in.
I knew it. You freaks love McDonald's. You didn't want to even go to Taco Bell.
Wait,
You didn't even want to go to Taco Bell, you murderers.
Guys-
You wanted to go to McDonald's.
And then Adrian's parents reported her missing after she failed to show up for work at Checkers restaurant. This is like a who's who of junk food restaurants.
Yeah.
Also, terrible story, horrible, sad.
Oh my
Very
God.
weird that they were both juggalos.
Oh,
They give the juggalo community
we gotta
a
watch
bad
that Snapped episode.
Oh, absolutely. I hope that they have.
God.
Do they do reenactments on that? Because if
Yeah.
so, I want to see them dressed.
Yeah.
I hope they do the murder as juggalos.
Yeah. Yeah, I did too.
What a fucking.
Whoa.
I will say this, and this may be controversial. Sarah Kolb sucks.
Yeah. She's a murderer.
She's a
Corey
murderer.
sucks.
Corey sucks.
Poor Andrea.
Sean, you did nothing. You suck.
Yeah.
I guess you don't want to get murdered too, so. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Anyway.
Whoa. But great stories.
Yeah.
Thank you,
It's a downer when it's a
Shmoo.
real dead person.
Yeah, it's tough.
I mean, they're all real dead people, so, but
I see real dead people.
I see real dead people.
Oh.
Well, damn. This
That
is
was-
a
what
this is
a
a great
great-
one.
This episode was packed full of good stories.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for sending them. Please keep sending them.
Send them. It takes us a while, but we're getting
Yeah,
through
we're
them.
getting through
That's
them.
why we've implemented this
We
monthly.
love them so much.
Yeah, that's why we're doing this monthly like rundown of a
Yeah.
bunch of them so that we can get through them because there's so many good ones and
There's
we love
so
them. And
many awesome
everyone
ones.
needs to hear them.
Yeah, it's really just, it brings us so much joy that so many people have awesome, wild experiences.
And that they're sharing them with us. So if you have one, you can send it to us at funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com. And then, hey, do us a favor.
Do us a solid.
Subscribe if
Rate.
you haven't. Review.
Tell friends.
Tell friends.
Yeah, if you're ever on those Facebook posts and people are wondering, tell them about
Tell
this.
us.
The Murderinos, I think, would like this.
Probably.
We're Murderinos.
We're murdering this
right?
for sure.
Hell yeah, dude.
Great job, Bets.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, yeah. Thank you so much for listening to A Funny Feeling.
If you have a paranormal experience that you would like to share, please send us a voice memo or you can email us just a letter at funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com. I'm Marcy.
I'm Betsy, and don't shit your pants.
That was a HeadGum podcast.